You are listening to the Atlanta Real Estate Forum radio show, all about real estate edition, shining a light on the movers and shakers in the real estate industry, the home builders, developers, realtors, and suppliers making it all happen. And now, here are today's hosts.
Good morning and welcome back to the All About Real Estate edition. I am your host, Todd Schnick, joined by my friend and colleague, Carol Morgan. Before we begin, however, we do want to thank New American Funding for being our 2021 show sponsor. Now our 10th year on the air. It has been great having them along for the ride. All right, Carol Morgan, I think these are our two most favorite dudes in the whole industry. We've had these guys on the show many times. They've done amazing work in the community, leaders in the industry. It's always a joy to spend some time with them.
I was going to say, always a fun conversation. I'm sure it will be today as well. We are joined in studio by Chris and Clif Poston with Traton Homes. And we're just going to dive right in and ask Clif to give us an overview of Traton Homes.
Well, Carol and Todd, it's great being back. We appreciate y'all taking the time and having us. We're always excited to be here. So thank y'all. Yeah, really exciting things going around here at Traton. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary. So we were founded, my father and uncle founded the company back in 1971. So we are celebrating 50 years in business and approaching, I believe, our 13,000 house mark. So that's a lot of houses and a lot of years in business. And so we are really excited about that. There's been a lot of excitement and buzz about that. In addition to that, we were elected to be the Best Builder in Cobb Award. We've had that several years in a row, but we're extremely proud of that. We're celebrating being the Guildmaster Award for quality for the 8th time. That's super exciting. And then there's been our partnership with HomeAid Atlanta that we had gotten away from for a couple of years, but we've been back now for a while and really, really enjoy working with those folks. But that partnered with a lot of new communities and a lot of buzz. Everybody's real busy and excited.
Well, that about covers everything. I don't know. I don't think
I feel like I should have confetti and streamers and,
probably
horns.
Should. Nothing else probably needs to be said. The 50th anniversary. Probably the best thing about that is that you two haven't mucked it up. I mean, that's what a great accomplishment for the organization. That speaks volumes. So congratulations on that. What do you attribute that to? I mean, 50 years. That's significant. This has been, how shall we say, a challenging time for our economy and the country and the community. What do you attribute that to? Chris, I'll ask you to comment. What do you think has led to the 50 years?
Well, I would say my father and uncle have always said that as far as real estate people go, that they were conservative. So knowing that real estate people by everyone else's standards are not conservative at all. In the real estate and home building, they were conservative in the way they approached business. And somebody at one point said, if the Postons will buy it, anybody would buy it, because we had underwritten it very, very strongly, knew it, and it was going to be a good deal. So, I think that is a big part of our team. We started to hire a lot of new people, but up until this last, I would say the beginning of this year, our average employee had been with us right at 17 years.
Wow.
So we have a well-tenured team who has been with us, stuck with us through lean times, and they know the business. They're proud of Traton, and just, good people to have around you in running a business.
That dates us, Chris.
It does.
Uh-oh. Yeah. I think there's lots of people who are proud to be affiliated with Traton. And, Traton is very much a name brand in Marietta and Cobb County. So congratulations on 50 successful years. I know you've got some really cool new communities coming up. So I think that's what we're going to dive into next. Let's talk for a minute about Haven at Stanley.
Yeah, Haven at Stanley is in the city of Kennesaw, not too far from where our corporate office is. It's going to be 80 townhomes. They're going to be master down. We think a lot of the people will be active adults that will probably come there, but we're going to have a nice big master up option too. So it's not age restricted. It's just we think that there's not a whole lot of master down product out there in the market. So we think it's going to be a little bit unique. It's a little bit wider than traditional. It's 30 feet wide. It's going to have a beautiful clubhouse, swimming pool. It's got a big park also. So there's lots that front on the parks, and it's just close to everything, close to Whole Foods, close to town centers, close to a lot of things. So we're excited.
Great location.
Yeah, it is a great location. Hyde Park at Smyrna is another one that we're interested in. Tell us what's going on there.
That's another 80 units. Those are going to be a couple of different kinds of townhouses, but It's going to have a swimming pool, cabana, townhouses that we've done very well in the city of Smyrna. We're both less than a mile from the downtown city of Smyrna with all the exciting things going on there. And we're really not too far from the Braves down at Truist Park in the Battery. So really great centralized location for folks. Just anything that you could want to do, you're close by.
Apparently Champ really likes that one. I hope it's dog friendly.
Of course it is.
Our next one we want to talk about is Tap Farm. And I don't know, I'm hoping we don't jinx it with early success, but my understanding is that community needs no marketing at all.
Well, I don't know about that, but we do have, from my understanding, as of today, we have over 1,000 people on the waiting list, which is a number that is just staggering. We've never seen that. And I guess Chris and I have been here in the 25 years or more. And so never seen anything like that. And it is we've got 3 different price points and right on the Silver Comet Trail, right in downtown Powder Springs. But it's going to be a good one. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and hope we didn't just jinx it.
Wow. 1,000 people on that list. That's that says a lot. So congratulations on that. Good luck fleshing that out. Courtyards at Hickory Flat is another intriguing community. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's an active adult. We've got 65 units. We're going to do a clubhouse out there. We're also going to do something that has really sport that's gained in popularity, pickleball. We're doing pickleball courts out there. So we have had a request from a lot of our active adult buyers in our existing communities that that's something that they would like. So we're trying to incorporate that into this community. But Hickory Flat is a really up and growing area. And you're right near the Publix. You're right near the intersection there with all kinds of things, but yet you're right on the cusp of kind of being out in the country as well. So that's going to be one that we think is going to be very, very, we've got a lot of folks on the interest list for that one too. So there's a lot of excitement out there. So we're really excited about another great active adult community coming to the repertoire.
Absolutely.
It's nice to see that you're still doing all these fantastic amenities. I think so many builders have gotten away from that. But the homeowners really like them. And I think it's part of the reason for your success is, when your communities have been big enough, you've gone ahead and done them. And that gives them the lifestyle they're looking for, especially in these areas where they can, walk to eat. I mean, I think the popularity of Tap Farm is just that whole downtown Powder Springs area and the revitalization and all the cool things there are to do. And who doesn't want to hop on their bike and ride the Silver Comet Trail, not just on the weekend, but a couple of times a week as well. So I'm excited about all of that.
Extremely important.
Well, what trends do you see going on in the industry? There's, got all sorts of craziness going on out there, but, maybe some good things too. What are you seeing?
We're seeing, we're trying to do a lot more, like you said, of the amenities. That's something that we're seeing. COVID has thrown a lot of changes our way. We're seeing people kind of they want to be close to things, but they don't necessarily want to be on top of each other. And so whether that is a townhouse or whether that's a large lot, we're seeing people they don't mind being a little bit further out as long as you've got the amenities and things in the home and the community that they can enjoy. And so I would say that's definitely a big trend of ours. So we're seeing that really in all of the segments of our business. We're seeing it in townhouses, we're seeing it in active adult, and we're seeing it in our traditional single family houses. People are wanting the amenities and they're wanting to be close to things, but not necessarily right on top of each other. So I think that is probably the biggest trend that we're seeing right this minute.
Chris, any comments?
Yeah, I was going to say the acceptance of smaller product probably further out. Home ownership is the dream, is the goal, and they are willing to go into that subdivision that's well amenitized, located, might not be well located to downtown Atlanta, but it's well located to downtown Powder Springs. It's well located to Hickory Flat, and they want to own their home and not be as bunched in as they were. So we have seen smaller product. We've gone down to as low as 1,800 square foot and are currently working on some smaller product and just see across the market, a lot of other people who are getting into the smaller square footage, and it's being very well accepted.
Are you ready to own a home, but don't know where to start? Speak to a local expert at New American Funding. Get pre-qualified and start looking for your dream home. They make home buying easy and convenient with a variety of home loan options. New American Funding is devoted to helping families finance their home because they want everyone to achieve the American dream, home ownership. New American Funding's technology is what sets them apart. Whether connecting with your home loan professional in person, online, or through the app, they are there to answer any questions. Call today to get pre-qualified. For more information, call 678-898-2727 898-3540. That's 678-898-3540.
Hard to believe that we're already looking ahead to 2022. I'm going to ask each of you to comment on where do you see things going? I mean, we're still dealing with the repercussions from the 2020 pandemic year. 2021 has been an interesting year in its own right. As we record this, we're kind of got our eye on the Delta variant and affecting them. The pandemic is continuing to rear its ugly head. I mean, where do you guys see? Where do you see things going? Clif, let me ask you to kind of just lead that off. And what are you thinking? What are you looking forward towards in 2022?
Well, we're bullish. I mean, when we look at some of these neighborhoods, we just mentioned 4 today. One thing I'm excited about for Traton is we've probably got 10 more neighborhoods in addition to that are in some stage of moving forward entitlement. But we're looking for a big growth year next year. And I think one key to that is there's very little supply in the market. So as far as us being bullish on the industry, I think that's one of the things that's driving us. I think we're a little concerned about inflation and prices rising, but there's just a very low supply of inventory. And so I think that's going to fuel, hopefully, a strong housing market for at least another, couple of 2 or 3 years. But that's something that I think we're really excited about seeing is this lack of supply, allows us to do some things, that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to do.
Chris, any other comments on 2022 looking ahead?
Yeah, just if you mentioned the Delta variant and the effects that the initial corona outbreak had on supply and all that. So that's going to be the fun in navigating 2022 is we just bumped our window lead time to 22 weeks. So we have to order our windows 7 weeks before we start a house, which is not normal. We have to order our cabinets 3 weeks before the house starts. So it is a new world of dealing with what you can't get at the time. And so that requires our agents to be better in dealing with homeowners who are going to be told, hey, yes, we told you this was the closing date, but it's moving because we can't get windows, right? And so that's the interesting thing that our industry has to deal with is we are booming and we're going good, but the supply has not caught up with us. We're hoping we're on the downside of the crazy lumber market, and it looks like it's getting better. But at the same time, you can't get vinyl for windows. You can't copper's going up. So those will be the things to navigate in looking at that. And then also just seeing the surge in rental housing, which we're taking part in and building with a couple of partners. And so, I think in the next year across our platforms that we're doing it, we'll build well over 1,000 units
for build to rent
for the rental side. So
talk a little bit about where you're looking to build those and what you think the rental price will be and the square footage and that stuff.
Yeah, so we literally do nothing in the way of underwriting that part of it. We are the muscle, if you will. We know how to build a house and we do that well. So I would say a lot of the rental stuff is on the edges of Atlanta. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there is a lot in town, but if you're trying to get a large tract of quite a few of the communities that decided that they would not like to have rentals, so a little on the edge. So we're doing that. It's all in the 1,500 to 2,000 square foot range. Cliff, you've been a little more on the side. I think they're renting anywhere from just below $1 to $1.25 a foot.
Yeah, I think rents are starting a little over $1. But I think what people are seeing is that people would just assume rather live in a rental house or rental townhouse as opposed to apartments. And a lot of times we're offering the same amenities that we touched on earlier. And so it's a lifestyle option that has really not been out there. There's a lot of money flooding into that space. And so it's an attractive option for a lot of people. And I do think Chris did mention, but I think it's a good segue to something else we're excited about next year is we're doing some build for rent projects down in the Panhandle of Florida.
Oh, nice.
With our partners. And we are also opening a for sale division. We've got our first couple of communities underway down there. And so we're going to be down in Walton and Bay counties down in the Florida Panhandle area. So that's something as we look forward to 22 and moving forward, that is a really, really underserved market, lack of supply, as I was mentioning. So we're super excited about that.
I was going to say the stats I've seen on that area says to me that if you hit the right price point, it's going to be a slam dunk because there's a huge inventory shortage down there. So kudos to you guys for going to help meet that need.
Yeah, we're excited when you look at the growth down there and the opportunity. The interesting part going down there is knowing what you know how to do up here and saying, hey, we want to go build from 3 to 5 or 6. And then you look across the street and they're selling just as fast at $1.5 million and $2 million, not getting lured into wanting to build the high-end luxury. But we're going down there to build probably what would be considered more affordable housing down there, which is a big need that they have. We've had met with people with St. Joe's and are trying to get in some of their subdivisions. And I guess to put in a plug for us, we are also hiring just about every position we have down there. So if you're interested in working in the Panhandle and living near Panama City in the 30A area, we'd love to talk with you.
Wow.
I get to go down there and see it. It's not a bad place to be.
No, it's not.
A flat place to be. I spent a lot of time in Tallahassee in my early professional career, so very familiar with that part of the state. And it is a really exciting opportunity. There's a lot of opportunity there, and 30A is just intriguing in its own right. And then you look. We just recently have kind of been digesting all these the 2020 census numbers, and obviously the southern state, Florida, is surging. So it's a hot market, and it's an exciting place to be. And so that's going to be fun. Well, gosh, we didn't need anything else to kind of keep an eye on with you guys. We got enough exciting stuff going on. It's going to be fun to see how that unfolds. So good luck with that. All right. Well, gentlemen, goodness, you got a lot on your plate, so I know you need to get back to it. So before we let you go, however, Chris, I'll ask you to do this. Should anyone have any questions on anything going on with Traton Homes, where do they go?
You can come check out our wonderful website. It's www.tratonhomes.com, and you can search by community, by location, by house plans, anything you want to, and that'll let you know what we have going. So please come visit us there.
All right. Chris and Clif Poston, both of Traton Homes. Gentlemen, as always, great to have you. Thanks for everything that you're doing for the industry and for this market, and good luck and congratulations again on 50 years.
Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.
Great seeing you.
Take care.
All right. Well, that wraps this week's All About Real Estate edition. On behalf of our show sponsor, New American Funding, my co-host, Carol Morgan, I am Todd Schnick. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for tuning in and listening. We look forward to seeing you again right here tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio is made possible by Denim Marketing, the publisher of Atlanta Real Estate Forum, Atlanta's favorite source for real estate and home building news. Denim Marketing is a comfortable fit, like your favorite pair of jeans. Denim Marketing tailors marketing strategies to meet your specific needs and niche. Try them on for size. They will work to create a perfect fit for your company's marketing program. Call them at 770-383-3360 or send an email to info@denimmarketing.com. For more information on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio or to inquire about being a guest, contact info@atlantarealestateforum.com. Check out the radio show by visiting atlantarealestateforum.com or by listening to the show on your favorite podcast app. And if you enjoyed today's broadcast, we'd sure appreciate a rating and review on iTunes. Thank you again for listening, and we'll see you next time on Atlanta Real Estate Forum Radio.